You're once again welcome to United and Everything Football Podcast. I'm not too sure what you made of the game we just watched concerning Man United and Fiorentina. I'm sure you have a lot of concerns. I'm sure you have. But please, if you have anything about that game, remember to leave it in the comment section. We want to hear from you a lot more. When we come back, when we come for the next episode, where we'll be coming with the man Pool. Yes, we'll be bringing Pool to us. When we come with him in the course of the week, we'll be trying as much as possible to have an appreciation of exactly what you think. So please remember to leave your comments. But you guys are so amazing. You are so amazing. The response to the last video was so amazing. I mean, the comments and other things.
Top.
We really appreciate that. Welcome once again to our episode of United and Everything Football. We are going to look at the game against Fiorentina, what we made of the game, what are the lessons we picked out from the game. Does it fill us with encouragement? Does it fill us with concerns? We'll try and break it apart here on United and Everything Football. My name is Kwame. I'm here with Kwame. We will make a quick turnaround. When I come back, I would get straight into it. I'll get the thoughts of Kwame. I'll share a few thoughts of mine. And then we would also, discuss a few things about the Carrington reopening and how it's going to help the club generally. Remember to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and also leave a comment with us. And the likes. The last likes is around 300. You know what? You can do better.
Impressive, isn't it?
You can do
impressive.
You can do better than that. You agree, right? Okay, so you pause the video and then just like. Those of you who don't like, I don't understand why. Does it take anything away from you?
It's just a touch of a button, just like
it. Like the videos. Just like it. It's not anything. It won't subtract your life. It won't add up. It won't do anything. It will make you happy. It will just make you happy. Right? Okay. Let's take a quick turn. I'll be right back after this. All right, thank you very much. Welcome back to United and Everything Football Podcast. Thank you so much. Like I said, we really appreciate your compliments that you have accepted this podcast into your various homes and your various places. Kwame, let's get into action. We played against Fiorentina. We drew 1-1, but we won on penalties. First game at Old Trafford. I mean, when the lineup came, I had a concern I shared with you, and you shared the coach's concern as well. You shared in the coach's concern as well, because he made some very interesting remarks as to why certain players are starting, right? Because I was thinking that if it's a penultimate game, you should have as close to your first 11 on the pitch practicing as possible the ideas that you've been working on at preseason. But he shared some few thoughts. But Kwame, before maybe you get into my concerns and other things, what did you make of that game, 1-1 at Old Trafford?
I expected a lot more.
Yeah.
I must admit I was disappointed with the performance. It wasn't anything that I expected. I expected a bit of fanfare. I mean, the fanfare happened before and after the game.
Yeah.
The game itself was very well short of any form of excitement, because I think we labored throughout almost the entire game. We struggled we're not fluid. The coach said it himself, and then I agree with him, we're not fluid. But then the question is, what's he doing about us not being fluid? At this point in time, we should be far more fluid than we actually are, and that's his job. But then there are certain things certain concerns that I think in general we all share.
Yeah.
That reared its head today, and I'm sure we'll get deeper into it when we break things down further.
Well, Kwame, so a quick one. Where do we start from? I mean, the starting 11.
I don't want to go into the starting 11. I think I'll enjoy this podcast if I talk about what happened before the game.
Okay.
Then we'll talk a little bit about what happened during the game, and we'll talk a lot more about what happened after the game.
If that's the direction you want us to go, that's fair. Let's take it from that.
David De Gea came back home.
Yes, it was nice.
David De Gea.
At least the exclusion.
Finally.
The exclusion.
Totally, thoroughly deserved, because the way he went out was a bit sad. You know, his situation, the way people have forgotten, his situation was that of we were offering him a new contract, and we withdrew the contract, and then it was, and I think he had a mental breakdown because he couldn't play football for 1 whole year. Not that he didn't have offers, according to him, not that he didn't have offers. I think he became so attached to Manchester United, he didn't see himself leaving.
Yeah.
And he hadn't probably imagined life after Manchester United till that particular point in time. But in case anybody has forgotten, David De Gea wasn't playing his best football by the time that we let him go, and he was on £350,000 a week. The world's most highest paid goalkeeper ever, probably. I don't think any goalkeeper has ever had that salary before. But maybe I don't know what Black is on right now, but it was silly wages, and we weren't getting our money's worth. But let's not forget the decade of service prior to that. He was a young kid we got from Spain who had big shoes to fill after Edwin van der Sar called it a day.
Yeah.
As at the time, people wanted a more established goalkeeper, but then Ferguson, and I think still at that time, our goalkeeper's coach made a call that young kid has an unbelievable future, slight, but he would come in and we'll protect him. We'll make sure that he becomes a Manchester United goalkeeper, and it worked. And he won everything except for the Champions League. Actually, he won everything at the football club. Made over 500 appearances for the club. Insane. He was there in an era where we suffered, but then he was one of our shining lights for a very long time. Player of the year on about 4 or 5 occasions. I lost count at a point. I was like, but then it was almost like whenever your goalkeeper is your best player, you're in trouble. So we're in trouble for a long time. It was our saving grace.
We're facing a lot of shots.
A lot of shots. But in the end, it got a bit sour.
Yeah.
He got back to playing football last year at Fiorentina. I think he did well at Fiorentina. And the moment we saw that fixture, where we were playing Fiorentina at Old Trafford, it was all like, oh, this is more like Jisung Park with QPR or Rio Ferdinand with QPR or something like it. We were trying to do a proper send-off because we didn't do the right thing. Fitton was emotional to an extent. Bruno Fernandes, no better person than Bruno Fernandes to hand him that plaque.
Yeah.
And I think he did well in the game. A few of the old David De Gea things were edited, but then what can we say?
The equalizer for him, he couldn't command
excellent shot stopper.
very well.
Exactly. I think we dealt with that for 10 years. And at the point in time, I think we got used to the fact that, maybe you flap a bit at crosses, but when it comes to shot stopping,
no one comes close.
Oh, the best in the world. Best in the world. And the fact that his coach was sensitive enough to withdraw him so that he gets his standing ovation at Old Trafford was a perfect day for him.
Yeah.
Before the game too, our new signings were unveiled in a very odd fashion, because usually it's just the newest player who gets all the headlines. But this time around, every single new signing was brought out to a standing ovation at Old Trafford, front of the Stratford end. Got to the center circle, took the applause. Shesko, huge man, huge, 6'5". See,
6'5",
you've seen the videos of him playing for Leipzig and stuff like that, but you don't really appreciate it until you actually see other clips of him not playing football compared to other normal men standing by him. Then you realize that that's a big boy. That's a giant.
For those who don't know, I am 6'4". So
and he's 6'5".
And he's 6'5".
You can imagine.
He's a tall man. People see me and they say, you are too tall.
You're too tall. So usually people like that aren't that quick, but he's quick.
Yeah.
So he's a specimen of a human being. And you're expecting that his physical attributes would help him in the Premier League. That's the hope. That's the hope, the expectation. So the lineup. Let's get into the lineup. We start with a false 9, Mason Mount. Kelly, I'm starting there because Rasmus Højlund, for the second game in a row, ever since the rumors started to come out that his time at Manchester United is up, did not start the football game. The last game, I think he came on for like 7 minutes. This time around, Mason Mount started at the false 9 and he didn't even make an appearance at all. But he's been defiant. He's claiming that he doesn't want to leave. But I think everything is ominous. Like the signs are clear. The club has to balance stuff.
Yeah.
We all know why he has to go. It's not just because of his poor form over the past year and a half, but we are spending a lot on transfers. At a point in time, you have to balance things out. I'm sure this is not how the club would have wanted to do things, but the bomb squad aren't leaving. If Rasmus Højlund is of any value, and we've bought in a striker, a very expensive striker, I guess they have to make a call. And the call is they want him to go. Ideally, they even want to sell it, but he can go on a loan, save us some money. It's a very good clause from Milan. And Milan is not a small club. See, if you have an opportunity to go to Milan, you go. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. He didn't start.
Yeah.
Mount started as a false nine, and then was flanked by our two new signings in Cunha and then Mbumo.
Yeah.
And then in midfield, that's where the problem is. That's where the problem is. We've spoken on this podcast a billion times about the fact that you do not start two 30-year-old central midfielders in any Premier League game. This is not a Premier League game, all right, but this is a dress rehearsal for the Premier League.
Yep.
It was Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. What scares every fan now? I'm sure you are scared. I'm sure I'm scared. A lot of people are scared. This Casemiro Bruno Fernandes thing is a thing. And so far as it's a thing, we could see it against Aston. If we see it against Aston, we'll get run over. If we get run over, we'll get destroyed. We'll probably lose our football match.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't see which world it works. I think in theory it works for the coach because Ugarte hasn't covered himself in glory. He needs a DM and he wants to play Bruno Fernandes in behind the other two number 10s. In theory, it should form a box midfield of 4 players to overcrowd the area. But the lack of discipline and the lack of legs in the central midfield area defeats the whole purpose. Even if the 2 10s are dropping in, it doesn't clock the area in midfield. People still blow by us anyway, and then they don't have the discipline to keep the ball. The fact that they don't have the discipline to keep the ball doesn't allow the team also to have possession. When they started analyzing the game, instead of finishing with the lineup, let me finish with the lineup. The back 3 was Harry Maguire in the middle. Next, the question is Maguire going to start? Delit's going to start? I think it's kind of like a dicey situation here. But he was flanked by the 2 young centre backs in Haven and Lenny Yoro. And wing backs was Ahmad on the right and then Dogo on the left. I don't think the wing backs played well today compared to how they've been playing on the US tour.
Yeah.
You want certain relationship because I believe, like Mame said on the pod some time back, that our strength lies in the wide areas. Yeah. So if the wide players are not combining well, we have a problem. And today, the wide players did not combine well at all. I don't think Cunha combined well with Dogo. And even worse for me, I don't think Mbumo combined well with Ahmad at all. Ahmad today had a horrible day playing us a right wing back. He was not good. I think Mbumo played the best football of our 2 new signers. His touch was good, but you can tell that he hasn't got the wind in him yet. I see it.
Yeah.
This is a player that you can tell that fitness-wise, he's not really there. But then the coach says something telling after the game that they would have to play themselves into fitness over the course of the season.
Yes.
You're just hoping that the very early games, which are very tough games, wouldn't break them or have a very bad impact on them. Because it's Manchester United. This is not Brighton or this is not Brentford or wherever, where Wolves or wherever, where an early bad start to a season can go under the radar. From the get-go at Manchester United, everybody's expecting Cunha and Mbumo.
The spotlight is on you from the
get-go. So they have to find something within them to have an impact right from the get-go. Because if you don't do that, the world is watching.
They're not even getting preseason goals, and that's
it's disturbing. It's actually disturbing.
That's a huge problem. I mean, not to put pressure on them, but I mean, when you're able to score preseason goals, at least it eases things for you.
You're correct. Got a goal today.
Yeah. So the jokes has now subsided, right? Now he would feel confident going into the first game, and he would feel very motivated going into the next game that he'll be playing against Manchester United, a club that wanted him. right? So I mean that confidence is
Wanted him. Wanted him.
wanted in quotes. Yeah.
A lot has happened in this transfer with that. I think we'll find the truths later on in our lives. And Patrick Dogo going back to being a Rasta man, it's not good.
Mm.
Yeah, also has problems with Rasta men. See, maybe I'm starting to buy into that theory that Rasta men footballers, he should go back to braids. Bruno Fernandez has given him a one. Now we have a barber. We have a barbering shop. Sorry, we have a barbering shop. He can get his hairdresser or his barber to come there, fix the braids back on. The Rasta doesn't work. You can't have an excellent US store and come and shit yourself at Old Trafford. And speaking of shitting yourself at Old Trafford,
Is Old Trafford a problem?
I was just getting right into that. This team under Amorim hasn't been playing well at Old Trafford, and I don't understand why. I simply don't understand. It's almost like as if the pressure is on them at Old Trafford. It doesn't even make sense. Because today we labored from the start. Now let's get into the game. We labored from the start. Fiorentina took the game to us and were popping the ball around nice and tidy for about 12 minutes. And they got their first goal from a set piece. Set piece, Kwame.
Yeah.
And then manner of the set piece, how we consider the set piece, that's the freedom of the back post. To about 3 players were left free. All our players were drawn to the near post. It didn't even make sense. Like a video game simulation. How is that even possible?
2 free players, 2.
3.
Yeah.
Terrible. Like, and see, we've spoken about this set piece thing. And then our next game, ironically, is against a team that's takes advantage of set piece. They've even done us in already. They've done Amorim in already on set pieces. And the first goal we concede is from set. You know, this set piece thing was starting to rear its head on the US tour. I was like, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. And then at Old Trafford, we concede from a set piece. Easy, silly goal. Bayern had no chance. Oh, and Bayern is looking different. Like the haircut. I couldn't even recognize him, honestly.
He has taken the side.
The side bends are off.
Yes.
I was like, who is that? Like for a moment, I was like, who is this guy? He looks so different. I think he's another player who ideally the club would probably want to move, but Andrew Onana is missing. Now I don't even know whether Onana is injured or is not injured, concerning this whole Donnarumma. You know, I didn't believe it.
We'll get to that. Let's hide that at the end.
Okay. He wasn't given a chance at all, and I think that's the only threat on goal, directly on goal from Fiorentina. Because aside that, I think they hit the post at the point in time. They also have the puff here and there, a few here and there, but the rest of the game was like United having the ball and not doing so much with the ball, not creating chances from open play. Our best chances also came from set pieces.
Yes.
Ironically.
Yes.
Our equalizer came from a set piece.
Before you get to that, did you see the new corner routine of a sort? Cut in, give it to Mbumo or something, and then whip it. I think twice in the game. It was very nice.
And on both occasions, it was Lenny Euro at the end of it. Lenny Euro is a threat from set pieces. Very, very huge threat from set pieces. And if he was even involved in our equalizer, I think it was an own goal at the end of the day. Delivery from Bruno Fernandes. That was a direct corner this time, not a short corner routine. I think now Mbumo takes it from one side and then Bruno Fernandes takes it from the other side. But Mbumo varies his kicks. Either he's doing this 1-2 with Ahmad so that he can cross it or he goes direct. Whichever way. I think the best we saw of Mbumo today was his deliveries. Crosses into the box. Very, very dangerous. Crosses into the box. Got the equalizer, and then we could have gotten another goal, like you said, from those crosses to Lenny Euro. But on both occasions, I think David De Gea did his team some good service with some good saves. Second half comes around, the same huffing and puffing. Harry Maguire has a long range shot from somewhere. And the only clear chance we created from open play was very, very late on, when I think we made substitutions and Cunha was playing down the middle this time around, right?
Yeah.
Mason Mount moved down to the left of attack, and then Ahmad was brought back into the number 10 position. I think he was better there, slightly better there today. Kobe Mainoo was brought into midfield to play with Bruno Fernandes temporarily, and then I think Ugarte came on later as well for just about 7-8 minutes. It's quite worrying that kind of minutes Ugarte got today, because at this point in time you will be thinking that he should rather be starting ahead of Casemiro. But we saw in preseason
that was my concern when I was talking about the lineup. That was my concern when I was talking about the lineup, because I felt that Ugarte should. I mean, I get the problems. Right? But any attempt to get Casemiro back, because see, let's be honest with ourselves, he affected the game in no way.
Casemiro is not good
No way.
anymore.
No
Not
way.
good
I
anymore.
mean, he barely stopped because when he's supposed to stop and a player glides past him, he tries a slide tackle, which is likely to fail, and then it leads to a foul.
You know the funny thing about the slide tackles? Now the slide tackles don't even stop the person. You know,
Right.
first the slide tackle could actually bring the player down. Now it
Yeah.
doesn't even
It
bring the
doesn't
player
bring
down.
the player just glides past him. And that shows how much of age has caught up with him with his football.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
See, his cohorts are all retiring though. They're all not playing at the high level again though. Cruz is no more. Modric is now going to AC Milan, and I'm not sure he's going to be any impactful
He
player.
should be playing in Italy. He should be playing in Italy by
Yeah,
now.
the pace of the league and other things perhaps would suit him. But Charlie, I find
Oh,
that
speaking of the only chance we created from OB play, let me just finish with that point. It was the combination play between Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes
because
on one flank.
laying out to
And then
Cunha.
Bruno laid the ball. I don't know how Cunha did not score that. See, score that. You can't be missing that.
You can't.
Looks like in the 6 yard box. He's cuffed. I don't even know what happened. See, was it even a block? I don't even know what happened though.
I
Because I
think
was just like,
it
oh, I
just
fell off my
went
seat.
into
I
a
was
player.
thinking,
It just went into the player.
see, this is not why we pay £62.5 million
Oh,
for
but I
you.
was,
You have to marry that.
one of the players that kept us going in this game was him. Because when things became very difficult and we were unable to, I mean, my challenge
Progress the ball, right?
progress the ball. He
You
was the
drive
only
with the
person.
ball
You see,
and
my
drive the team forward.
drive the team forward. That is the
Yeah.
problem. You need a midfielder and an attacking
To
midfielder.
do that,
To do that, you need the connectors, people to carry the team, push the team along. Because what I realized, and I put out a post that on X, and a lot of people supported, other people really bashed me for that. And I understand that, yes, they didn't think it was that bad. But you see, at this point of preseason, today, I didn't watch the Arsenal game, but I heard people saying they played very well. This is the penultimate game before the first game. You're supposed to push up a performance. And truth be told, I didn't see what I wanted to see.
yeah.
I felt it was very laborious. I felt
Very.
we labored a lot more.
Yeah.
You expect a lot more fluidity. The football should be easy on the eye. You expect a lot more combination from wide players and fullbacks. You expect the midfielders to be able to drive the ball. You expect to create some chances that opens the team up, and then we know that okay,
Oh, let's create those chances. Let us miss them and go like, oh, we're just
you get
profligate to
it. Our
like
players
we're
are not
you have nothing to say.
getting sharp. But you see,
Profligates today.
I wasn't seeing that. I wasn't seeing that. And that was a concern for me. I mean, we are honest when we see good games in preseason, we come here to say it. We are very honest about
Mm-hmm.
it. But be very honest with yourself. What you saw. I'm not going into the coach. No, I'm not. But I didn't see what I wanted to see. And it's a concern. For some people, it was okay. I mean, stretching out legs, trying to see, because sometimes when there's been times where we've been excellent in preseason, we start a season and it's something else, right? I understand, I appreciate that. But it was only Cunha that I could see drive the team. Anytime he gets the ball and he pushes with the ball, he's able to
Then the
drive
team
the
can
team
go
forward.
forward.
The team can go for it. And without him, we are so
So imagine now you have your Baleba who can take the ball from the defense or the goalkeeper and
energy,
just drive through the midfield
intensity.
and drive the entire team forward.
There's this
Plug and
player,
play. Just
there's,
plug and play.
there's this player I love so much. I wish we could get him in his prime.
Who
Dembele, the former Spurs Dembele. Hey, when that guy gets the ball and he's driving, who are you to stop him?
you can't stop it. How come that guy never played for a big club? There's something we're linked with him when he was at Fulham.
Yes, before he moved to
Just
Spurs.
before he made a move.
When he
Charlie,
gets
some players they just missed some
you
opportunities.
need
Like
you
Spurs,
need
yeah.
you need that quality to be able, and you see they are press resistant when they are holding on to the ball. There is absolutely nothing you can do to
Nothing you can
be able
do.
to stop them. And that's what Cunha does. So if imagine you have a Cunha and a Baleba, this one drives to a point, another person picks it up, drives to the
Continues.
team forward, right? But you see, when we get the ball, let's
You know, Cunha is supposed to drive from
a certain
let's say the midfield to forward areas. You need somebody to also carry the ball from
from
defense
defense.
into the other person's half,
That's the point.
the other team's half.
That's the point. See, let's be very honest. We have been good this preseason off the ball, but on the ball,
It's not been good.
in terms of the quality of holding on to the football, and I mean, passing around, drawing opponents out, keeping the ball. I don't think
The irony is that is rather supposed to be the identity of the team,
exactly.
keeping the football.
I was driving to that point.
So you ask yourself, did we achieve what we want to achieve in preseason beyond fitness and camaraderie and all those kind of things? I doubt we achieved our ultimate goal. But me, you know my feelings towards Amorim and all that. But I don't want to get into him yet.
Yeah.
Because the season may well start. Let's be honest, not like our preseason was utter shambles.
We've not lost any game. We've not lost any.
We won 2 and then drew 3. In fact, we won the penalty. Let's talk about the penalty shootout.
It was good. It was good.
It was fun. I think that was the fun bit. the what happened before the game and what happened after the game.
Ahmad Panenka
and all that. It was cool. And then the quality of the kicks was fantastic. And then Bayarder's save was also class.
Yeah.
It was just nice to win the Snapdragon Cup. This is the second time we won it here. Yeah. Self-arranged trophy for the sponsors.
It's like the Emirates Cup, just like that. I mean,
arranged match.
But Snapdragon is becoming very popular. I mean, because of their.
You can see they are making some moves too. Like you are hearing some moves.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would consider either sponsoring one of either the kits or the training ground or probably even the stadium. Who knows? There'll be money coming from somewhere. It was fun. The way the penalty shootout. I love the penalty shootout for some reason. When you're watching penalty shootout without stress and drama, it's kind of fun, especially when your team wins.
Yeah.
Every shot was in the side nets, Manu's finish. Brilliant. It was fun. Yeah, Luke Shaw over jubilating during the penalty shootout. It was all comical and all beautiful. But the games, most of the preseason games have not been quality, especially the last 2. You don't want to see this kind of performance in the first game of the season. Now the concerns now are like, is it going to be Casemiro and then Bruno playing in midfield again?
But Kwame, how do you solve that with our quality or the available players?
The coach said he has an idea of what he wants to play. He said that some players would have to change his mind over the course of the week because we're going to do some intense training sessions this week to prepare for the game.
Yeah.
He also spoke about the fact that now he has a striker. The fact that he lacked a striker today, that's focal point, was a bane on the team. And both of us have said it. A lot of people have now come to accept this system does not work without a striker.
Said it, sir.
That's how come we kept saying that the striker is important. And as much as we know the DM is important, the striker is equally as important because without a striker, the system does not work for this particular coach. So he has his 6'5" demon now. I think he starts. I honestly think he starts that striker. I think Mbomo starts. I think Cunha starts. So the midfield is the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Left to me alone, right? Bruno is undroppable, right? I'd play Bruno and Ugarte for now. Because that Bruno Casemiro thing against this Arsenal midfield to be a bloodbath. To be a bloodbath.
I mean,
that's what I'll play.
That's midfield 3 of Zubimendi, of Odegaard, and of Declan Rice. Hello.
No.
Hello.
And this is going to sound controversial for a lot of people. I start Diogo Dalot over Amad Diallo against Arsenal.
We'll get to that. Or why don't you make us get to midweek when we are analyzing that part?
Oh,
you could.
Yeah, but it's hard to not lace it with the Arsenal game. You get me? Probably even during the course of the week, we'll probably even have a change of mind or a change of heart based on the fact that we signed a Baleba on Tuesday. Who knows? And then this whole conversation isn't even a conversation anymore. So let me just conclude. Heaven got injured, right? So automatically, I think Luke Shaw comes in. Now it's a toss-up between Maguire and right centre back Lenny Yoro plays, and I think Baye there plays because something has happened to Onana. I suspect something has happened to Onana. I think you know what I'm suspecting. I suspect something has happened to Onana. He's been told one or two things because the word that was given us a while back was if we are going to start by a starting goalkeeper, a top class goalkeeper, Onana must leave. If we're not going to buy a top starting goalkeeper and somebody who will be a backup or understudy, then Bayeda is the one who is going to do. Bayeda has played 4 out of 5 preseason games.
Oh yeah,
and he's looking confident. He's looking like he knows he's going to play. He's not going anywhere. So if somebody is going to go somewhere, it seems like the guy who has been missing all throughout preseason is the guy who might end up.
On that note, let's talk about Donnarumma. What do you think?
The Donnarumma thing. See, Indians have there's a phrase they use. They go like where you let go of the chains, or you let go of you let loose, where you become like you. Oh, I'm looking for the phrase. It's not coming. The English is missing. The handbrake is off when it comes to Indians. I found my way. The handbrake is off because it looks like now anything is possible. You know, I've had my doubts as to what we could do next after Sesko, but it looks like these people, their ambition is beyond a lot of Manchester United fans' imagination. In the sense that the targets, the players that we have been linked with in Donnarumma and Baleba, are dream targets. You know, when people are doing a dream 11, it's like you're just dreaming. You know, you deep down in you feel like it's never ever gonna happen. But then, if you could dream, you could imagine. You have a Donnarumma in goal, you have a Baleba in midfield. All of a sudden, these people are making us our fantasies come true by actually pursuing.
It's like they've seen it.
It's like they're actually. That is what makes me believe that these people know what they are trying to do.
We have a plan.
Like they know. They have a plan because if these are the players you are targeting, you know everybody knows that these are the right players for you to get. And there's an opportunity for you to get them. And you're actually making moves for them. Then you know what you're doing. The reason why you find me calm and not going in on Amarim, despite the fact that I have not been satisfied with what I've seen in preseason. I'm going to say it. I've not been satisfied at all. I think it's been an average preseason. I did not see entirely everything I want to see, especially the possession bit of it, because that was supposed to be our identity, playing possession-based football. I did not see that. All I saw was a team that was very, very good physically, and then doing good counter pressing and winning footballs back as quickly as possible. In terms of doing something with the ball, it was impressive. But this is why I'm calm.
Yeah.
That's why I'm calm. I said a while back that when we are signing players, not because we are signing players for a manager. I don't want that direct link. We're signing good players for the Manchester United project. So much so that if this manager even has to leave at any point in time, the next manager has very, very good players to work with. So fill all the spots that we have weaknesses. We have weakness in our central midfield. Fill it. And we are looking to fill it to the right player, Baleba. We are being linked with the best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion, based on form. I don't know what's happened at PSG, but I suspect it's monetary issues. He's had this problem when he was moving from Milan to PSG too before. We don't want to pay silly wages. The word is that PSG want him to reduce his wages. When it comes to these kind of things, you don't know who is telling the truth. See the Ter Stegen Barcelona thing. Everybody is playing his angle. But me, I know it's a money issue. He has 1 year left on his contract. He probably wants an extension. He thinks he's due a very huge bump. And PSG, the new PSG, don't want to do that for star players. So probably there's an opportunity there. But Manchester United also doesn't want to pay exorbitant wages. But Ineos now, the handbrake is off. They might just take a punt. This is the only chance we can get to sign a top-class goalkeeper. It's an opportunity signing. So they might just go for it and pay him good money. If they do so, fantastic. If they add Baleba, even better. There is no manager in the world who can complain after this amount of money spent and these players who have been accrued. Who can complain that this squad is not good enough and that this squad has deficiencies here and there, blah, blah, blah. If you can't do the job, fucking walk. And let somebody else come and do the job. If Amorim wants to be the man to carry out to the next level,
the next
to start the season well,
correct you. The
next 20 years, start the season well. There was cavalry on its way in the form of these couple of players, right? when he gets them, we should be seeing far better football than this. If he wants to be the man, we should be seeing far better football than this. So that he can stay as long as he wants. If not, me and Kwame, you walk, and then the next manager comes and goes like, fantastic group of players, changing the system back to what I believe.
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. See, I mean, I'm a traditionalist. Maybe people don't know why I have an issue with Amorim. I think you know. But let me just tell people why I have an issue with Amorim. Me, I'm old school. I'm a traditionalist. 4-2-3-1. 4-4-2. Wingers. Football is a simple game, in my opinion. When these new coaches, hipsters come and they start playing 3-4-3 with inverted wing backs and inverted systems, and they're telling you that the number 10s are now doing something. I'm like, this is not Manchester United. That's my problem with Amorim. I do not recognize my football club anymore when it comes to what we're actually trying to do. This is so alien. That's the word. Everything he's doing is alien to me, and I've not accepted it yet. I'm just not going to accept it. It's almost like you have to prove to me that what you are trying to do actually works. And until I see it, I'm not just going to accept it. That's where I am.
Let's end it here. Let's end it. All right. Thank you, guys. We wish we could go on and on, but this week we promise to give you a lot more episodes. So there'll be one episode that should come on Tuesday. One should come on Thursday to preview the Arsenal game before we do a post-match. We promise you to bring you some of our very good friends, the likes of the Cichos and Crantons and other people to join us.
Oh, and we'll be introducing somebody else.
Yes. Stay tuned. You know the person when we bring the person. All right. We hear all the people you clamor for, the coach nameless and all of that. At the appropriate time, we'll bring all of them. So relax. We'll bring them so that you have fun watching. But remember to subscribe if you've not. Hit the notification bell. Like the videos. It's very, very important. My name is Kwame. I was here with Kwame Jubuesi. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great time when we come along with Pool. Bye-bye.